Today, I'm going to be talking to you about the demons of the 12 Kizuki and the patterns we see in the symbols in their eyes. Let's start with the Jogen demons. Some of them have the Jogen symbol in their right eye while the number comes in their left. But for some, it's the opposite. This varies by the individual. Maybe there's no reason behind it, or maybe the author, Koyoharu Gotouge, just made a mistake. But I don't know. If I was the author, I'd probably make it all the same pattern. Also, I don't think Gotouge-sensei would decide all this randomly. And it's hard to imagine that Gotouge-sensei would make a mistake like this. I mean, we're all human and we all make mistakes every now and then, but let me ask you a question. If it was up to you, how would you place the symbol and the number? Think about it for a second. I'm a science major, so I'd place the rank on the left and the number on the right, like this. If you're a language arts major, you might flip it like this, and that's perfectly fine too. But my point is, if you decide on a pattern, you probably wouldn't change it the next day. I don't have any data to back this up or anything, but I really doubt that Gotouge-sensei made a mistake. So that means there's a reason behind it. My guess is Muzan decided everything based on his preferences. In the Demon Slayer fan book, there's a tier list of the Jogen demons created by Muzan. Let's take a look. First up, Kokushibo, who holds the position of upper rank 1. Looking at his face from the front, the symbol for 1 appears on the left, and the Jogen symbol comes on the right. I think this is the pattern for demons that Muzan does not like. Some of you may disagree, but hear me out. In the fan book, Muzan refers to him as a business partner, not a partner. In other words, they have the same interests, but that's about it. When Kokushibo was a human, he was the older brother of Yoriichi Tsukikuni, and he used to be a demon slayer. Muzan doesn't trust him at all. I wouldn't trust him either if I was Muzan. I mean, he used to be an enemy. He betrayed his kind and switched sides, which means he might do the same to him. To illustrate this point, in his final moments, he chooses to hurt himself, which was not the instructions given to him by Muzan. And Muzan, he's your typical abusive boss. This means he hates subordinates with real power. Why? 'Cause he feels threatened by them. Okay, next up, Doma. Same pattern here. Muzan does not like him. It says so in the fan book. He only got this rank because the rank is decided based on power, but that's it. Doma can be quite annoying at times, and he's always preaching about the importance of friendship, and deep down, Doma wants to help humans. But he's pretty messed up in the head, so that's why he kills humans out of pity. My point is, although his actions cause a lot of misery and suffering, deep down he really wants to save humans. So Doma, if he wasn't this powerful, I think Muzan would have taken him out right from the start. Next up, Akaza, who has a rank of upper rank 3. In the fan book, Muzan says he's a hard worker and he likes him a lot. Now let's take a look at his eyes. Jogen is in the right eye, which means he likes him. This is just my speculation, but the reason Muzan likes him, I think it has something to do with what he did when he was a human. In his final days, he killed countless people. The reason behind his actions was very saddening, but they took what was his, so he killed them all. That's probably how Muzan sees it, so he probably feels like they have a lot in common. That's my guess. Next up, Hantengu, who holds the rank of upper class 4. In the fan book, he says, he annoys me sometimes, but it's nothing I can't handle. He says he's in the middle of the like and dislike spectrum. Now let's take a look at his eyes. The pattern varies by the form he takes. For instance, for Karaku, pleasure, and Urogi, joy, Jogen appears in the left eye, which means Muzan does not like him. But for Sekido, anger, and Aizetsu, sorrow, Jogen appears in the right eye, which means he likes him. Pretty straightforward, right? When the four of them merge together, they turn into Zohakuten. Zohakuten is a demon who embodies hatred, so Jogen appears in the right eye. We're starting to see a real pattern here. Now, when it comes to Gyoko, the eyes are vertical, so it's impossible to tell, but according to the fan book, he says he likes him. He goes on to say his vase sells for a lot. But that has nothing to do with his character, so maybe he doesn't feel either way about him. Next up, Gyutaro and Daki, who hold the position of upper rank 6. When we look at the pattern in their eyes, we notice that it's the opposite. Gyutaro is liked by Muzan and Daki is disliked. In the fanbook, Muzan says he likes Gyutaro. And in this one scene, Muzan says, "We would have won if it wasn't for Daki." In other words, he's blaming Daki for their loss. He likes Gyutaro, but not Daki, because she's an immature and stupid kid. By the way, all the demons in the lower rank, the pattern in their eyes suggests that Muzan doesn't like any of them. This isn't hard to imagine if you remember the scene from the power harassment meeting. But you might be saying, but wait, what about Rui? I thought Muzan liked him. True, I think he likes him too, but he just lacks power. Perhaps when he gets stronger and moves up to the upper rank, he might move the Jogen symbol to his right eye. That'd be my guess. Next up, Kaigaku. He used to be a demon slayer as well, just like Kokushibo, but what makes him different is the fact that he switched sides driven by negative emotions. In a way, Kokushibo wanted more. It's not that he hates humans or anything, him switching sides was driven by positive emotions. But with Kaigaku, that's not the case. Muzan wasn't interested in those who used breath techniques. Kokushibo vouched for him, but at first he wasn't interested. But ultimately, he did turn him into a demon. If he didn't like him, I don't think he would have done that. His ambitions, how he ruthlessly took out his master, maybe that's why Muzan took a liking to him. Next up, Nakime. She only has one eye. In the fanbook it says he likes her 'cause she's convenient. I think we're seeing a similar pattern here to Gyoko. Those who don't fall into the pattern, he probably keeps them around simply because it's convenient. And also, I get a feeling that Muzan feels uncomfortable around women. Think about what happened with Daki and Susamaru. I get the impression that he doesn't trust women. Why, you ask? Well, if I had to guess, it's probably because of Tamayo. I know it's been centuries, but I guess he's still traumatized about what happened. Recently, he turned on Nezuko too, so my guess is when it comes to women, he just doesn't trust them. Yes, it's sexist, and it's wrong, but it really fits his character as the abusive boss. It's what makes him Muzan. And in a way, Muzan's very human if you think about it. If I'm right about this pattern, he's sending them a sign saying that he likes them. Which is kinda cute. Well, maybe not, but you get my point. Anyways, the Jogen, Kagen, and the numbers in their eyes, my guess is Gotouge Sensei did this on purpose. That's all for now. For more Demon Slayer theories, please like and subscribe for more videos. See you soon.